Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Abbott's Address. Today is Friday, December 30th. I shouldn't have to look, but I do because that's how I am. Yes, it's Friday, December 30th, and this is the Abbott's Address. So, New Year's Day, we're going to have a really awesome ceremony at the temple, and everybody is just super invited and encouraged and welcomed, including maybe you're one of those folks that watches these addresses pretty regularly and you've never kind of ventured into the temple. It's a perfect time to do that. It's going to be awesome. Starts at 11, and we're going to have a year letting go ceremony and a year welcoming ceremony that are kind of happen together. And it's going to be awesome. And if you would like to prepare a little bit for that, or even if you can't make the physical ceremony, I'm going to try to simulcast it, I think, on my Facebook feed, and the simulcast camera for the temple is going, or even if you're not interested in the temple, but you can participate this way. I would encourage everybody to take a little reflective time, okay, sometime between now and that moment, and consider this year 2016. Consider the year 2016 anyway, okay, and think about all the things that you would like to let go of from this last year. And you might even go so far as to make a little list, check it twice, go down the thing, and just take a little time and cast over the year. And if there's anything that really needs atoning for, if there's anything that you might be able to actually reach out and do something about at some point, note those things. But the point is to have considered thoroughly and look through at, the last year and say, all right, have some sense of what it is that you would like to let go of. And then we balance that with what happens next, which is what qualities of mind, what maybe markers in practice or things in family life or career or what have you, but what are your intentions for the new year? Now, for myself, I do this very extensively every year. I mean, I will sequester in the library here, and I really do this in writing, and I do this at kind of not obsessive level, but I really do it a lot, and I really think about all the different areas of my life. I think about my my artistic musical life and my own personal Zen practice and study, like my life of the mind, all these different areas, finances, relationship with Doan and Isabella and all like that, and think about, what are my intentions for these things. And I find that for me, it's something that really is very grounding, and it enables me to have a very long haul view. I also do reconsider my intentions for not just the year, but for 5 years and 10 and 20 and as far out as whoever can see, And then smoke, let it go. I don't sit there and hold on to these things viciously at all. But it does help set it sets the needle in a way that has made a great difference for me, and I offer it to you. It may as well. Many people in the Sangha do versions of this and have for years anyhow, but it's a nice way to ritually include it. Now, beyond the ceremony itself, we're going to have some ritual. Well, in the ceremony, we're going to have some ritual ways of expressing that together as communal ritual action and putting our intentions there. It's going to be great. And then we will have our Sangha party. Right? So it's a potluck party. Everybody can just bring whatever, whatever would be nice to share. You can bring it along and have some to share with everybody. It's kind of a potluck thing, and we'll just hang out and have a nice holiday Sangha party. And then somewhere in the, early part of that, we're going to have a meeting, which is like a presentation. And there's going to be all different members from the Sangha who've been doing really amazing work over the past year, are going to share some of their joys and successes and the things that have gone right with the Sangha over the past year, and it's going to be really informational. So if you're not already familiar with the inner workings of the Sangha, you're going to learn a bunch about it in a joyful and celebratory way. And then also to give us a chance to recognize people's efforts, because really there's a ton of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that are normally on view, and gosh, let's hear from some of these folks. So then importantly, we'll hear from the Leadership Council about intentions ahead, And then I'm going to give an address about, we're going to be rolling out the seminary, which is the Path to Ordination program. Dawn and I will speak about this. And we're going to talk also about someone's going to talk about the new affinity support group structure, which is going to be great. And then I'm going to give a little bit of contextualizing of the Great Heartland Sangha as it sits in the landscape of the Western Dharma, at least as I think, as I see it, my perception, right? And then we'll just continue on with the party and the hangout. So please come and be a part of things. It's going to be fantastic. You do take a moment to consider the last year and looking forward to the next year. And by the way, when I set my intentions, I set the intention and then I also clarify for myself, why do I have that intention? So the motivation is correctly set and sealed. So I know what it is I'm trying to do or hope to do or would like to see happen, but very, very importantly, grounded in why do I want to see that happen. And big spoiler hint, saving all beings throughout space and time. Yeah, that's a great why. Okay, thank you everybody. Make the vows personal, make them real, and we'll see you on Sunday.